power clean. Yeah, these are all personal bests because I've never power cleaned in my life. Hey guys, so welcome to week 3 of my 4th go around with 531. That means we're going to go ahead and go for sort of our 1 rep maxes with some pretty heavy weights. This block, I think if I had to sum it up in one word, would be, I guess, disappointing. I don't want to use that word because I guess it's more of a negative emotion, and I don't feel too negative towards it. Maybe adequate, just adequate. But let's talk about it, I guess. So this is overhead press. We're gonna go ahead and do 130 pounds as our top set. And yeah, I mean, if I'm looking at the numbers, it seems like this month, these 4 weeks that I've done basically have culminated in me staying about the same weight, but then also not really increasing any of the lifts either. So like I said before, I kind of shot up in weight, my own body weight, a lot since August when I decided, hey, let's just go ahead and try to go for pure strength and let's gain weight to get there to build muscle. And I shot up in weight and I didn't want to just keep that going linearly. It felt like, there was no sort of end in sight, right? I got up to 175 for a day. I was 179. I was like, this is pretty fast. And let's take it easy for a month. Let's work on some cardio, get an exercise bike, get that going. And then, just kind of run through this program. My hope was that, I'd still be able to increase the lifts a little bit, but that didn't really happen. So my overhead press, I had done, 135 calculated 1 rep max before, and this time I did 138. So a little better, but, I wish it was more better. And then, with the rest of the lifts as well, really no standout improvements. I will say, I didn't get injured for a month, and I basically repeated my performance from before. I would say a little bit more convincingly, but it's not the easy gains that were coming from before. On a very positive note, I got these Adidas sweatpants, and they make me feel like I fit into this culture very well. So I feel very good about that purchase. And it still feels good lifting heavy weights, I guess. So anyways, back to the lifting. Day 2, we deadlift, and I still haven't actually done a pure 1 rep max, where I just do 1 rep. So these are all sort of calculated, but this time I ended up doing 335 by 4, which puts my 1 rep max at 364. So it's pretty good. And, I think I do have sort of the body type that makes that movement a little bit easier than the other lifts. But, I still want to do more. One thing I will say, a lot of times I'll look at the numbers that I did previously, and I'll see kind of what I have to hit in order to improve or stay the same. And for this deadlift, I did not. So, I did those 335 pounds by 4. I wasn't really sure what I had to hit in order to equal the prior month. I think if I had known that I needed to get 5, I probably would have gone for it. But looking back, I'm so happy I didn't, because that exercise and squats, I don't really want to push it to 100%. 95% is okay, 96%, whatever. But, pushing those things to 100%, you can really probably end up hurting yourself. And I am not about that. Then yeah, we got these back down sets. I'm debating maybe changing these in the future to barbell rows, or maybe, I don't know, seeing if there's something better. Only because this soreness, I'm not sure if it's affecting my squat performance 2 days later, but just a thought. And so, camera position's a little bit off this time. I was lifting with someone, so like I said, I don't like putting strangers on film. But here we are again, lifting, 145 pounds, and then going up. Bench is one of those things that I've been surprised that I got even to 190. And this time as well, I, have a calculated 1 rep max of 191. But the last time, I think you'll recall, I did sort of 170 by 1, 180 by 1. So I've never actually done a set of 3 for anything greater than like 155 in my life, I think. So being able to do this 180 by 3, even though, it's not much stronger than before, it feels pretty cool. And I guess, yeah, like I said, it's more convincing. So maybe next time I'll be able to really push it more. So with the 531 program, 50 to 60% is what they say for these sets of 10. And I've been doing 50%, but I think in the interest of trying to get even stronger, I might up it to 60. One of the benefits of working kind of the schedule that I do is usually, things like squat days, I can move things around to where I can recover reasonably okay. And with this being a 4-day a week program, I think I at least have the ability to recover well enough to where I feel like I can push myself a little bit more on certain days. And so day 4, the last week, is squats. And, that is probably my biggest focus. And I think it would probably help a little bit to just increase the weight some. All right, so here we go. Day 4. We're squatting. I will say I have noticed over the last couple of months that maybe my waist size, shockingly, hasn't really gotten much bigger, maybe like half a size. But I do feel like my thighs are definitely thicker. And that is such a strange feeling that I did not expect I would have when I started doing this. So here we go. We got 230 pounds. It feels heavy. And, this time I did look and see what I needed to get to equal last time's performance, and it was 3 reps. I think even if I tried, I could not have gotten a 4th. But man, it does feel heavy. And I look at people who can squat double, triple. I mean, people go for quadruple what I can squat, or close. And it's crazy that it's the same, basic building blocks of like skeletal muscle, skeleton, whatever, and they're able to do so much. But I wasn't too beat up about doing 230 by 3. And yeah, so that's another week done. Like I said, little disappointing this week, this month in general. I didn't go really up in weight, but I also didn't go up in, the weight that I lifted. Yeah, that makes sense. My nutrition was fine. I guess I got enough protein, but I will say I definitely didn't sleep as well as I should have or could have, I guess. And work definitely got in the way. I think the next couple of months should be better in this regard. And I'm going to put, a larger emphasis on sleep. I'm also going to let myself, eat a little bit more in the hopes that I might be able to put on some numbers kind of all over. And yeah, probably push myself a little bit harder and see kind of what we can do. I'm also looking at maybe changing up the exercises. So, instead of doing more bench press after doing a barbell bench, I'll do a dumbbell bench or something like that. In any case, thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you next time for a deload week, and we'll continue this journey after that. Good luck on your own endeavors, and hope you had a good Halloween. See ya.